Hi friends, how are you? This was San Sebastian del Oeste, and I'm going to give you more information about what is about San Sebastian del Oeste. For begin, San Sebastian del Oeste is around 2 hours from Puerto Vallarta. Yes, from the downtown to the downtown of from the downtown of Puerto Vallarta to the downtown of San Sebastian is around 2 hours. Little bit more if you make a stop in La Estancia in a bridge for go to the bathroom or buy some coffee or I don't know, whatever you need. And it's kind of a long trip, but it's enjoyable. It's nice. You go to the mountain, to the west area, like the Sierra Madre, and over there you will find authentic Mexican food, Mexican candies. You will find raicilla, that is agave. Agave is from the agave. It's like tequila, but the only difference they can say that is tequila because it's not from the place tequila. Okay, it's only the tequila label is only for those agaves distillery that is from tequila, the place. Okay. But we have the agave and the raicilla. Here is the raicilla. It's very famous in this region, in this area in San Sebastian del Oeste, so you must try it. It's strong. Where I am from in Ciudad Guzman is more to the occidental part of Jalisco. We call something like a ponche. It's kind of, but we make the ponche from another fruit, but it's very strong like the raicilla. And the raicilla is strong, believe me, but it's very tasty. You can find a good price in San Sebastian the bottle of raicilla, okay? So my recommendation, try it. Well, what offers San Sebastian? San Sebastian is very cultural and ancient town. So you will find things like the church is very ancient church. It's around 500 years old, the church. And you will see a little museum that the museum is Doña Conchita Encarnación Museum. It's very old. It's the family, the founders of San Sebastian. And if you go to the museum, you will find all the history of Puerto Vallarta. And I mean, from San Sebastian, but it's linked to Puerto Vallarta history too. Puerto Vallarta is not so old, it's around 120 years around. It's not so old, but it's important because San Sebastian needs some provisions. And at the beginning, the founders of Puerto Vallarta stay over there because they bring some material from San Blas in Nayarit or from Manzanillo. So they stay here for a while because people from San Sebastian take 1 week to arrive to Puerto Vallarta. They bring the silver of the mining, but because remember, San Sebastian del Oeste it was a mining town. Okay, very important. In his prime, San Sebastian was around 30,000 population, okay? A lot of people are living over there, and it was so amazing. In that time, they print, or the family of the pioneers, the founders of San Sebastian, they print reales as like the currency, okay? If you go to the museum, you will see a large copy, but the money is like this, very, very small. El billete, we say in Spanish, the ones that fold. And if you want to exchange to go with this family, it was an Spanish family, and you can do the exchange for silver or for gold. Okay, so the history of San Sebastian is very linked to Puerto Vallarta. And if you have the opportunity to go to San Sebastian, go, because it's amazing. You will find more attractions over there. And let me tell you about the food. The food is amazing. But there is options for food. It is El Comedor Lupita, one option. And there's another restaurants in the downtown. I mean, in the main square over there, there is very, very tasty too. But there is more option. Of course, if you take a tour For me, if you hire me to go to San Sebastian, remember my tours are private with no rush and just a few people. I can recommend you a nice restaurant. Sometimes, some days like Thursday, people just like it's like the day off over there because not a lot of restaurants or bars are open. So, but you can find normal or you kind of food like in America, like burgers, like wings, something like that. Yes, they are like kind of Americanized because some people don't eat the antojitos mexicanos, but of course you will find it. If you don't like it that this kind of town have American food, is only because people like sometimes the children, the kids don't eat antojitos or they don't like it. So you have this option here in San Sebastian, don't worry. But obviously if you go to try the authentic Mexican food, it was not disappointed for you. And let me tell you, San Sebastian is so peaceful, so quiet, it's amazing. You can stay over there like all the day and it's so quiet, it's amazing. It's really, really, it's like come back in the time 400 years ago. San Sebastian, it's the weather over there is always fresh, but I don't recommend to go to San Sebastian on the rainy season. Why? Because the road or the highway to go to San Sebastian from Puerto Vallarta, there is a lot of hills, and in the rainy season these hills collapse and sometimes they're blocking the road and it's impossible to go or to get to San Sebastian or come back to Puerto Vallarta. Okay, so my recommendation is check the weather. If you really want to go on the rainy season, just be aware of that. Could be difficult. People who is coming on the cruise ship, I don't recommend to go over there because it's gonna take long time. My tours or my recommendation schedule begins from 8 a.m. to come back to 2 p.m. and you're gonna be here in Puerto Vallarta at 4 p.m. But in the rainy season, this could be very risky because you never know. Okay, and sometimes the hills collapse and it's impossible to come back and you're gonna lose your cruise ship. This is a good recommendation only for people on the cruise ship. If you're staying here in Puerto Vallarta, you have a few days here, it's no problem. We can turn all day and that's it. Okay, so the recommendation is from November to, I don't know, June, July is still good weather. Here in Puerto Vallarta, as you can see, I'm sweating right now. The weather is changing here in Puerto Vallarta, which is great idea to go San Sebastian in this spring or summertime. Meanwhile, it's not raining. It's great idea. It's great recommendation. Okay, so what you find more over there? There is micheladas, there is beer, and obviously the raicilla. My recommendation is go to this ice cream shop, but there is it's like a little cantina too. That is my recommendation, that you go to try the raicilla. You can buy some raicilla. After that, you can go to the church to visit the church. If you are Catholic, it's like 100 days. If you are Catholic for forgiveness, something like that. If you pray only for visiting and pray the church, you have like 100 for forgiveness if you are a believer. And we have, or in San Sebastian has the La Quinta. There is the coffee maker is organic coffee over there, so it's very tasty. I don't drink coffee at all because for me it's not the coffee. I just get a lot of palpitations, so for me it's not the coffee. But if you love the coffee, the organic coffee in La Quinta, it's a great option. It's just at the enter of San Sebastian. Normally I leave this tour to the end. In my tours, normally it's very early in the morning because after I'm talking about the noon in San Sebastian, there is a large groups of tourists coming with the big companies, and it's impossible to enjoy the San Sebastian del Oeste sometimes. So that's why I recommend my schedule. So now you know what about or what to expect if you want to go to San Sebastian. Let me know. You can hear me. Go to my website, and you can set up with me or schedule some private tour to go to San Sebastian del Oeste. Okay. See you next time. Bye bye.